yeah, so we just got to pause. There you go, there's the accident. Yeah, typical traffic, UK, everything. So we've missed driver's briefing. So the next one's at 11 o'clock, so we can't drive until we've done the driver's briefing. So it was 9:30, the first one which we missed. It's now 5 to 10. It's only an hour, but it gives me time to unload the car, do a quick bolt check, and just get prepped really, check tyre pressure, shit like that, do the driver's briefing, and then straight out after that for an hour and a half of driving, and then yeah. Cool, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm heading down for my first, I've done driver's briefing now, heading down for my first track session, so we'll see how it goes, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna go figure of eight, try to do some donuts first, and then do some figure of eights. Well, some learning points. It was getting dry at points and spinning out, and I think I was trying to do too tight of a circle. At the end I started opening it up and it started to go better. So yeah, I think I just need to open it up a bit, stop doing too tight of a circle, open it up, and I should be fine.
was better. It's like doing the wider circles helps. As soon as you go tight, I can feel the steering, like as soon as it goes too much angle, it just grabs and it makes you spin. You can't get it back. I don't know if you can hear it as well on the audio, but it's like when it goes too much angle, it feels like the wheel's rubbing, grabs, and it just spins you. So yeah, if you do wider circles, so it's less angle, it helps. Right, so I went off camera for a bit, got rid of the helmet because the helmet just adds heat and felt like loads of pressure, so took the helmet off, just went without it and practiced, and something clicked. But we've stopped for lunch, I haven't drove for an hour, so hopefully that click is still there and I know how to freaking drive. So let's see. Right, let's go again. Rich is watching this time, so let's do better, shall we? Some good ones there. Second gear, I got to work on a bit, but I got some good ones there. Happy with that. Super happy with that. When it clicks, I'm just so happy.
So this morning I had a bit of a mare on the figure of 8. Couldn't figure out the transitioning. Everything was just like, the weight was flipping too quick and the car was spinning and I couldn't figure out why. And then I dialed everything back and just started doing everything 20% throttle, 20% steering, dial it back, and then it clicked. And then had lunch, had one session after lunch, and it was all right. I had a few spins, but it was just getting back into, because it literally just clicked the lap before lunch. So I had a lunch break and then come back and just had to reset on myself. Went back out a second time and linked it, and I was just really comfortable. So I'm pushing myself out of my boundaries, out of my comfort zones, and I'm going on the kidney track now. So a lot more transitions, a lot bigger track. So let's see how we do, I suppose, maybe. I don't know whether it's going to be first or second gear. I've only done first gear so far. Tried second gear on the last lap. It didn't go too well. I needed more throttle, but obviously with the short space and the fences and stuff, it's like, I don't know about that. Yeah, so I'm going to go on kidney track, a lot bigger, a lot more transitions, more cones to hit. So we'll see how it goes. Kidney track's really busy today. There's a big queue, so it's going to help the car cool down. So we'll just see how it goes, I suppose. I'm not doing big track today. I did think before I come here, I was like, oh yeah, if I'm doing good, I'm going to go big track. But when you actually drive, it's harder than it looks, and there's no chance of me going big track. I'm going to do kidney. If I get one lap of kidney without spinning out, I'll be extremely happy. I've managed to link the figure of 8 now multiple times, do 5 or 10 laps of the figure of 8 without spinning, so I'm super happy with that. Like, that's my goals reached for today, but if I can get 1 lap in the kidney without spinning, I'll be extremely happy. So let's just see how it goes. It is really hot with the helmet on, but the GoPro's on my helmet, so I need the helmet on to film, but I drive better without the helmet because it's really freaking hot and you can't breathe. So we'll see how it goes. Look at the sweat, oh my god. Yeah, so just done kidney track. Yeah, I took my helmet because big track, and yeah, I got to learn to drive with a helmet, and yeah, so I had a few good link ups. The start was just rusty, but it's just getting that seat time to get consistent to the point where your first few laps aren't shit, but I suppose the first few are always shit, doesn't really matter. But towards the end I was really getting into it and doing some, still making a few mistakes. For me, I'm trying to figure out how to extend to reach the corner. Like, I'm having to transition early and then transition back, so do like a manji to make the corner. Whether, I don't know if it's going up to second gear or having a handbrake so I can like drag the car. The handbrake on this one is I've just got the standard handbrake. It's on the rear shoes, so the rear left shoe is actually popped off, so when you're driving it and you pull the handbrake, you can hear it rattling about. It's quite funny. Yeah, so the rear left shoe's popped off, so I can't really use the handbrake, but I suppose it's better to learn how to drive without a handbrake, just throttle control and steering, and then obviously when I get that down, then happy days. I don't know, maybe after this one I might stop and ask Rich, how do I extend to reach the corner? But other than that, if I just manji every straight, then I'll reach the next corner. I sort of want to try second, but at the same time I'm comfortable in first, and until I've got first down and I'm not spinning, there's no point going to second and speeding everything up. So yeah, super fun. The adrenaline's like nothing else. Having so much fun. I don't know, to be honest, I'm just like so focused that I don't even know what my hands or feet are doing. I'll have to watch back the video. I bet my hands are all over the place and it just looks like an absolute chaos. But oh, it's so fun. It's so fun.
second. So I kept, like I said, managing on the straight to make the corner. I spoke to Rich, he said try second gear, so I tried second, and then every time I come off the high speed going into the low speed corner I kept washing out. So he said try feather the handbrake just a tiny bit to slow the wheel speed so it doesn't come round so violently. So I reckon, yeah, we'll try it. Yeah, I think possibly it might be some of the line as well, so I'm coming too wide out of the first big corner to the point I'm sort of straightening down the straight to then throw angle to the point it's just spinning. So might have to do the first corner onto the straight, do a tight line wide into the straight and then let it wash round the corner. So I might try that. Handbrake doesn't work very well, so I could try it, but it's like today is like the level of like learning, so it's obviously just donuts, you're doing throttle control, minimum steering, then you learn to transition with your figure of 8, then you get onto the kidney. I can transition fine, do a lap in first, that's fine, but then as soon as I get to second gear, it's like, you know, you're adding handbrake, you're adding speed, you're adding this, you're adding that. It's like the learning curve is just like that, like, and trying to remember it at the time when you're trying to remember it at the time when you're driving, you know, and everything's just a million mile an hour, or feels like a million mile an hour. Fuck me, it's hard. Like the appreciation you have for like drivers that can do this all the time, it's nuts. But I'm super happy with what I've done today. I've exceeded what I wanted to do. I learned figure of 8s, learned how to transition, and I completed many laps of the kidney without spinning. Yes, it was first gear, but I'm so happy with that. I've done many laps without spinning, like on my first day drifting ever. Yeah, super happy, super happy. I don't want to knock myself, I just want to stay positive. I'm super happy with that. And yeah, we've got an hour left, so I'm gonna just stay on the kidney and just try to figure out this second gear. If I don't figure it out, oh well, I'm super happy with where I'm at. So. The second to last or last run of the day. See how much fuel and time we got. So again, I'm happy that I know I can link it. I'm just gonna work on second gear so it looks scrappy. Hopefully I can link it in second, but I can't drift everything in first gear. I need to learn second. I've learned some of the basics in first. I haven't mastered it, but I'm gonna do second. That drain then. Come on. Oh, that was so nearly a lap. So nearly. Something. Oh no, it's broke. It's my front right wheel.
Huh?
Is my front right wheel still connected? It feels very loose.
It don't look like it, bro.
It's not connected.
Hang on, let me go down the side.
Hi.
Sounds like you've done an arm, bro.
Yeah. What is it? Just the front right that's not steering?
Yeah, this one is nothing.
But this the
That
left
one's
is.
moving, yeah.
Cheers.
Steady as you go.
Oh no! I've broken arm. I can't get it going. God, fuck's sake! I've broken arm. Oh, why did I say last lap? Why? Fuck's sake! I gotta get this home. No. Wow. So, I'm trying to drive off the circuit out to the main gate. So someone's meeting me there with an outer tie rod so I can fit it, but I have to be off the track by 6 because security's already had a go at us. So like 20 minutes to get there. It's a very long drive. I've got one outer tie rod, so steering is not a virtue. Rich has my phone right now, so I have no way of calling people for help. I've had to film on a GoPro. I've got 1% battery on my GoPro. So this has turned out to be an event. So if I steer, there's nothing. There's no front. Right, so bit of an update. Obviously we're driving again now. So last minute call on like Facebook and everything, and turns out there's someone local who wasn't at the track day but lives local, who has a 14, and he sold me his tie rod off of his old 14. So when I get home I will swap it for the new one that I have. But yeah, so we managed to get his, but it was chaos towards the end because security for Santa Pod was screaming at us saying, yeah, we got to be off for 6. I was pretty much driving the car with no steering. So managed to get it out the front gate, and I'm on the road jacking the car up, changing this tie rod. and then the tie rod, the threads just stopped part way on because it's like an old tie rod. He took it off of his car, so he's obviously had it set. And then the threads that he hasn't used have got rusty, so I tried to put it on. It needs like a tap to run down it to clean the threads, but didn't have one. So I put it on, and the toe, the just alignment was way out. It was undrivable. So I've now had to adjust the toe on my good wheel to match it, just to drive it home. It's absolute chaos. So it's 6:30 now, and we're just starting the 2.5 hour drive home. So not too bad, but. I was just thinking, it's funny that, so I've built this car and I've done the engine swap, but the thing that broke is the parts that I didn't touch. So I haven't touched the, you know, the steering rack, the arms, any of that. All I've done is put new coilovers on it. I haven't touched any arms or anything. So it's just funny that that's the thing to break. But overall, it was like a super fun day. You know, I managed to link the kidney in second gear with no handbrake, no clutch kicks, just throttle control and steering. So for my first ever day drifting, to be linking a kidney track in second gear with no sort of additional things to help me was just it was such a buzz. It was amazing. The adrenaline was nuts. And self-confidence in me building the car, you know, the thing to break is the stuff I didn't touch. So for the engine swap and that, like the stress test, it was so good, so good. I think I probably drove 15 minutes straight, lap after lap after lap, and only then was it starting to get a bit hot. So yeah, the car was faultless. Everything. But to be fair, right, so that tie rod wouldn't have snapped if that sunken drain wasn't there. You'll probably see it if you slow-mo like the footage. So as I'm drifting full lock, top end of second gear, I hit the pothole and there's a massive kadunk, and it's like a sunken drain. If that wasn't there, I bet it wouldn't have broke. So yeah, it's just one of them. Oh well, I'll learn to bring tie rods with me next time. But what an awesome day, what an awesome day. If you can go drifting, whether it's passenger or you go drifting yourself, do it. The adrenaline's like nothing else. Absolute mint. Right, so it's the day after track day. Everything's unpacked, car's empty. Yeah, the aftermath. So pretty much it's just dirt everywhere. Don't think you can actually see the colour of the car anymore. So that needs a clean. But yeah, so this was the part that broke. So my right hand outer tie rod, so not only is the boot proper exploded and there was like nothing left of it, so it had a very clean snap. So there we go. But to be fair, I think I must have bent it, because when you try to put it together and it lines up, there you go. So it's quite bent already. So I think, as you can see from the video, so I hit the drain and there was a big donk. I think that was the main bend. I'd done a couple more laps, so then you see me steer mad and nearly go into the wall or the fence, and that was it actually snapping. So just one too many hits, I think it was, but I'd rather it snap on track than it give way on the motorway at 70 miles an hour, because that would have been fucking scary. But yeah, you can see how much towed in it is. Yeah, so one bloke local had one. We managed to get the part, we put that on, but it must just be old and the threads needed like just a tap running down it. So the only way I got it on as much as I could, and it's towed in loads. So, but I drove home on it, and it was quite funny because the steering wheel. So that's the steering wheel straight, and it's towed in quite a lot. There you go, so that's wheel straight, and that's how I drove home. Pretty much just over 90 degrees to the right to drive straight. So we made it work.